Hello Year 2. In this SPaG session, we're going to look at the past tense. You use the past tense when you're talking about something that has already happened. So I was thinking about the things that I'd already done this morning. So I ate my breakfast. I got dressed. I brushed my teeth. And I walked to school. Do you notice anything about those words? Apart from the word ate, they all end with the letters ed. If we were going to sound those words out, we might say that I dressed, or I walked, or brushed. So we have to be very careful because it sounds like we're using the letter T, dressed, brushed, walked. But actually, that letter T, that sound T, is the two letters ED. So we're going to have a look at some more things you might have done and what we have to do to change them into the past tense. So if you always think when you're looking at the past tense about things you did this morning, you could say this morning I, or yesterday I, and then it helps you to think about how you would say that in the past tense. So we've got 4 words here: play, talk, jump, and look. And what I'd like you to do is pause the video and think, how would I say I did that this morning? So this morning I, have a go. And then when you're ready, turn the video back on. So this morning I played. And again, it's that sound, I played, which we write ED. This morning I talked. And it's that T sound, I talked. You've just got to remember it's always ED. This morning I jumped. And this morning I looked. Most words, when we talk about the past, add that ED to the end. But some words decide that they want to be tricky and don't follow the rules. So what I want you to do, again, pause the video and see if you know what these ones are or if you're going to get tricked. I'm going to tell you that none of these add ED to the end. So pause the video and see if you can have a go. Now the first one was a bit mean because you would say I smiled and you'd add D because the E is already there. So it does have the ED at the end, but it's a bit of cheaty because it already ended in E. So we just add D. So you wouldn't say this morning I runned. You would say this morning I ran. So it's completely different. You wouldn't say this morning I braked. You would say this morning I broke. And the last one is see. You don't say this morning I seed. I seed my friends. You say I saw my friends. So my challenge for you is to think about all the things that you did yesterday or all the things you've done today before watching this video, and see if you can make a list of all the verbs, the things you've done, and write them in the past tense. So you don't need to say, I smiled at my mum. You can just write smiled. Or I ran around the garden. You can just say ran. I just want the verbs. And you might get asked in next week's spelling test what was stuck on my glass. Till our next SPaG lesson, Year 2, have fun.